subject it's a question really, and the question is, why do Hebrew Israelites hate the word Christian? And again, that question is, why do Hebrew Israelites hate the word Christian? And the question is, why do Hebrew Israelites hate the word Christian? And again, that question is, why do Hebrew Israelites hate the word Christian? And the
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha Ha Kwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone, whom Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai established to teach and preach the true doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And to the Akim and Akbach that's out there repenting, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob Yasha Allah, Shalom to you, Mashayachya. Shalom Bayashal Dabada. Slack you. Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, Yasha Allah, Shalom Mashayachya. And also to the speckled bird of our people that's among the other nations, looking like the other nations. Say the speckled bird of our people who fathers go back to one, not their mothers, who fathers go back to one of our forefathers. Right? But I just wanted to, and I got this lesson off. You already know the brother Karate Zabak from out of Baltimore. And I just saw this clip, watching the brother, and I just got into it, really, and I just saw it, heard him say that thing, and then I stopped it, because everybody know, if you know me, you know I do, as soon as I hear something, I stop it, and then I'm going to do a lesson on it if the spirit come on me. I'm going to do a lesson on it, because then I go back and watch the brothers' lesson. Finish it out. But, hey, that's how I do it. I just go because I don't want to be deterred from bringing it out unless I see the brother bring out certain scriptures. But I'm pretty sure he ain't going to do it. But the point is, I want to make is I want to go into that word Christian with our people. See? But before I do real quick, I want to go into this right quick. Let me read this right quick. 2 Corinthians 6. I'm just going to bring out through the spirit, man. Just bring out a few scriptures and end it off. I ain't going to drag it on long. Hopefully I don't. But hey, no man can tame the spirit, right? Right, but let's read this right quick. Right? Now, I want to read those bad. I want to read these real bad, but I just want to come straight to the point just to make the point. But you know what? I want to read that. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm going to read it. The point is 17, though. But let me read these real quick. 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion had light with darkness? See? Now, this individual right here, he's still in the dark. See? Because I stopped it to the point when he said, "Oh, and at our church we keep the Sabbath and we keep all the commandments and we do all this." Man, you're a damn lie, man. You're a damn lie. So he asked why Hebrew Israelites don't like the word Christian, because let me just read down to the point to make the point. And what concord had Mashayachya with Belial, meaning Satan? Or what part had he that believeth with an infidel, meaning an unbeliever? And what agreement had the temple of Yahweh, because we are the temple of Yahweh, with idols? For ye are the temple of, and then when you reading all this, this is basically talking about being separate, man. This is what this is going into, you being separate. Let's go down to it, though. And what agreement had the temple of Yahweh with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power, Yahweh. And as Yahweh has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate. You see what it says right there, right? When they said, Yahweh said that thou shalt be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Matter of fact, let's grab that word separate before I finish it. Right? You can't be run around and saying the same thing that every day all these people say and then think you gonna be separate, man. You have to be separate. And what it says, you see right there, be ye separate. Let's grab it. A porizo. And it says to mark off from others by boundaries, to limit, to separate, in a bad sense, to exclude as disruptible. In a good sense, to appoint, set apart for some purpose. So basically, you're going to be separate. You're going to be divided. See? Because this is what the Most High did to us, man. See? He separated us. Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick. Leviticus 19. You see what it says right there. Idolatry forbidden. And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Yasharallah, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Let's grab it. I'm just rolling in the spirit, because when I saw that, I said, hey, man, hey, they don't get it. These people just don't get it. And I hope, I don't make it long, man. But hey, it is what it is. Because I'm just going to bring out what the Spirit want me to bring out, and that's that. Right, but let me grab this word right quick. It should be, I'm going to have to change it over, because they ain't punching it up. So let me grab this. Right. Okay, let's grab it real quick. You see what it says, Kodash, right? You see, Kodash. Ain't Kadosh, but you see what it says right here in H6942, Kodash, right? And it says sacred, holy, holy one, saint, set apart. See? Meaning separate. You see? Being separate, man. Being set apart. See? Now, watch this. Let me grab this. What is that? 20... And let me go down to 24, I think. Slovakia. Okay, now. And let's get these. Let me read this real quick just to make the point. And it says what? Leviticus 20 and 25. Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean beasts, and between unclean fowl and clean. And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beast, or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. Verse 26, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord Yahweh, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye shall be mine. Let's grab that severed. See? And this is the point, man. You can't be saying the same thing. If you come into the acknowledgement of that we the Israelites, and you acknowledge that, you can't be, you got to be separate from these people. You can't be saying the same things that they say, and then that's like you run around saying, "Oh, well, with the scriptures, it don't say Yahushua in there. That says Jesus. So that's what I'm gonna say." Everybody say that. You ain't set apart. See, if you saying something that everybody else say because they said everybody else should say this, then you ain't being separate. You're joined onto them. See, and his name ain't no fucking Jesus. His name is Yahushua. So if you run around saying Yahushua, Jesus Christ, Slakia, Yahushua, but hey, if you run around saying that, then you ain't separate from these people. Everybody say that. And you should know better. You should know better than saying that. You should know better. You shouldn't be saying that. You should be separate. We're supposed to be saying Yahweh, Mashayachya. That's what we're supposed to be saying. We ain't supposed to be saying no JESUSCHRIST. But what the point is, it says what? For this word, severed, badal, right? And it says to divide, separate. To divide, separate, sever. to separate, set apart, to make a distinction difference, to divide in parts, to separate oneself from, to withdraw from, to separate oneself unto, to be separate, to be excluded, to be excluded, to be set apart. Man, I don't need to even read no more, right? See, so what did the Most High do to us, man? What did he do? He said, I have separated you from other people, that ye shall be mine. Let's grab this 32 right quick. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 8, right? And it says what? When the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, divided the nations. That don't say Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. That don't say that. Don't have me cuss you out. Right? But when the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For what? For the Lord Yahweh portion is his people. Jacob is allotted in his inheritance, meaning he separated us from all other people. So if all these other people is saying this particular thing, why you saying it? Why you saying it? You're supposed to be separate. You ain't supposed to be saying the same thing these people say. If you seeing somebody that's running around talking about, man, look, let me just make this point. When it comes to our people in the plantation, that was from the plantation days to this time, what have you been shown pertaining to Mashayachya? What have you been shown? You've been shown some Renaissance art, false imagery. That's what you've been shown. Now, they took this word and they took away Yahweh's name, and they presented to you a false name that went with a false image. That's all you knew. So you mean to tell me now, today, in the time when you know that you the Israelites, in the time of our awakening, in the time that we gonna be redeemed by Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, in the time where in the end where he finna destroy our enemies and save his elect, in this time, you mean to tell me you still gonna try to take that false name, and then, but you gonna try to apply that false name to the true representation of Yahushua concerning what the scriptures say Yahushua look like? You can't do that. The false name, got to get rid of it. The false image, you got to get rid of it. So these particular words that these people use, you have to go back to your original word of what was really said, rather and get rid of the stuff that they said what was said. Our forefathers never called themselves Christians. You ain't going to go into the scriptures and find nowhere where the disciples who the Mashiach deemed apostles, where they called themselves Christians. You ain't going to find that. And don't even try to go into 1 Peter. Don't even try this. Don't even try to go, what is that, 1 Peter 4 and 16, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Don't even try this. Don't even try it. Right here. Don't even try this. See? You people stupid. Don't even try to go here and say, well, see, this is what Peter said. Don't even try it, nigga, because then you got to understand what Peter said. He says what? Yet, if any man suffer as a what? A Christian. They say, Christian, see, a follower of Christ. No, what he was really saying, if any man suffer as an anointed one. Basically, as the chosen. And who was the chosen? Israelites. And then you got the chosen of the chosen. The elect of the elect. Right? So what he really said was, yet if any man suffer as an anointed one, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify, basically the chosen one, let him glorify Yahweh on this behalf. See? Because once again, you got to go into words. They added that definition and said that means the follower of Christ. No, it don't. The IAN is a suffix. And it means what? The person, or when you use the IANS in a plural sense of the IAN, the suffix, it means a person or persons that applies to the first word. So if the first word means Christos, which means anointed one, goes back to the Hebrew word Mashiach, then it's basically saying the anointed one or the anointed ones. See? And this is what Peter was saying. He said, yet if any man suffer as an anointed one, as the chosen of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, let him glorify Yahweh in that. See? So when you know the truth, you will speak the truth. If you knew better, you would do better, right? Right? So, hey, man, come on, man. Stop being some damn idiots, man. Wanting to be joined on to all these people, man. You're supposed to be separate, man. Know what stuff really mean, man. Our forefathers never called themselves that. Never. So once again, you ain't gonna find nowhere in the scriptures where our forefathers called themselves that. And don't even try to go here, because that don't work. I just told you what this is saying and what it means. See? It basically means the anointed one, man. See? That's what it means. Matter of fact, let me go here real quick. Slakia. Matthew 1:1, right? And it says what? The book of the generations of Yahushua Mashayachya, the son of David, the son of what? Now, when you go into this, let me just show you something real quick. And I'm pretty sure individuals know this, but in case they don't, I don't know, we know. But these individuals like him. But the point is, let me grab it. You see what it says right here, for Christ. Now, the suffix is I-A-N. Now, watch this. It says Christos. What does it mean? You see it means anointed right there? That's what it means. See? Now, watch this. Let's go. We'll go here. Let's go to, is that 1 Samuel 10? Or 2 Samuel 10? Yeah. 1 Samuel 10:1. Saul among prophets. Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head and kissed him and said, it is not because the Lord Yahweh had anointed thee to be captain over his people. Let's just get the word anointed right quick. Right? It's Mashayachya. Let's go down to it. Come on now. You see what it says right there. Mashayachya. Right? It says what? To smear, anoint, spread a liquid, to smear, to anoint, consecrate, to be anointed. So you see that word right there, anointed, which means what? You see, Mashayachya. You see? And it said to what? To anoint. So why can't you just say Yahushua Hamashiach? Yahushua the Mashiach, anointed. Yahushua Hamashiach, the anointed. Yahushua the anointed. Why you gotta say Jesus Christ? No, you don't. You need to stop saying that shit. You need to start calling him Yahushua. He is anointed. And when you go into that word anointed, it's just basically meaning those that are chosen by Yahushua of the anointed people. Those that are chosen. When Yahushua was picking the 12 disciples, he was basically anointed them. He was choosing them, and they wasn't calling themselves no damn Christians. They was what? Hamashiachim. See? The anointed ones. Because he was choosing it. The 12 that he was choosing them. They was the anointed ones. They was being chosen by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to do what? For them to teach them this truth and for them to teach others. See? So therefore, they were the anointed ones. They weren't no damn Christians. When you go into the word in Christian, you understand that it literally means the anointed ones. So why don't you just say Mashiach? Why? Or Mashiachyam. You would rather speak a Greek word rather than your tongue, your native tongue, a tongue of your nativity? Like our people say, you're something fucking else. But let me grab this though. To make that point, let's go to 1 Samuel It says 16, I think. 1 Samuel 16, right? And this is going into the sons of Jesse, right? Now you see what it said. Matter of fact, now I don't want to read the whole thing, but I just want to just come straight to the point. Now, this is when Samuel was picking those out of Jesse's sons, right? Let's go down to the point. Let me go down to it. Is it 13? Yeah. Now let me grab this right quick. It says what? David anointed. Now when you go into like the chapter, when you go into it, he was asked. Let's start right here. Let's start at 11. And Samuel said unto Jesse, "Are here all thy children?" And he said, "There remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep." And Samuel said unto Jesse, "Send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he come hither." And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, meaning what? Dark skinned, dark brown. And it says what? And withal of a beautiful countenance, meaning handsome fella, and goodly to look to. And the Lord Yahweh said, "Arise, anoint him, for this is he." So when you go into it, he says what? Anoint him. You're going to pull that oil over his, because I have chosen him out of all the other Israelites, all the other Judites. I'm choosing him. He's the one. David is the one. Dawadah is the one. I'm choosing him. Anoint him because I'm choosing him. See? He is the one. He is Mashayachya, or he is Mashayachya, right? He is one of the chosen ones that I'm choosing out of the elect, out of the chosen ones. See? And what it says, then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the Spirit of Yahweh came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. Now the point that I'm making is what? It's the choosing. So when he's going to the anointed one, it means this is the one that the Most High have chosen out of our people to do this particular task or be this whatever, the king or the priest or whatever. See, so when Mashiach was walking when he was going and picking the 12, he was choosing the 12, and they became Hamashiachim, the anointed ones, the ones that was chosen by Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Not, they wasn't running around calling themselves no damn Christians. If anything, they said, "I'm Hamashiachim." We are the anointed ones. We are the ones that chosen by Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. See? Like, it ain't just about reading, man. You have to have an understanding of the reading, man. And once again, our forefathers never called themselves no motherfucking Christians, man. If anything, and then what does Christian mean? It means the followers of Christ. No, they just put that definition and said it means the follower of Christ. That ain't what it means. It means the anointed ones. Mashayachya. That's what it means. See? Meaning, if you want to go further, it means the chosen ones of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You have us, the Israelites, as a whole, is the chosen ones from all the other nations. And then you have the chosen of the chosen, the elect of the elect, those that are elected for these particular tasks or positions by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua among our people. He didn't choose Jesse other sons. He chose David. If I'm not mistaken, he didn't choose the other 7. I think it was 6 or 7 other sons. He chose David. To do what? To be king over his people. He chose Saul first. He anointed Saul. He chose Saul to be king over our people first. After that, he chose David. He anointed him to be what? King over our people. See? So when you go into the anointed, it's the choosing. Just like Aaron, when he was anointed, the Most High had him to be the high priest. He was anointed for that task. He was chosen for that task. And after him, all his sons after him were chosen to be in that position, to fill that position. They was anointed for that position. They was chosen for that position. So when you actually go into the word, how can you be sitting back calling yourself a Christian when all these common people say that? Ain't none of these common people anointed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and ain't none of these common people the chosen, man. So why would you choose to use that word? Why? You Jakes, man, y'all something else, man. Y'all something else with these old lame ass arguments, but then you ain't even got no goddamn point. Lame ass arguments, but then you well, yeah, I'm an Israelite. Oh, are you really? Because a part of being an Israelite is you're gonna be separate, man. You're going to be separate. That's a part of it. Yo, yeah, I know I'm an Israelite. That's that, but you can still do the same thing that you always been doing. You can still think the same way you always been thinking. No, all that gotta change. All of it. Tired of talking to you motherfuckers, man. I'm tired of even, but I do it because, hey, I just do it because, the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua put the spirit on me to be an addition to the ministry. I ain't trying to boast myself to be somebody, and I ain't trying to be in there. I'm just trying to be little old me and pray and do my part to just to help the ministry and just to proclaim the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's it. I ain't trying to exalt myself. I don't want to be exalted on this side. I'd rather stay little old me, humble and meek me, with an aggressive spirit. I just rather stay that until Yahweh shall come and exalt me in the position where he go exalt us. But other than that, hey, I ain't trying to, I don't want all this, I'll fuck all that. On this side, I don't want it. See? I want to be made obedient to the Most High more than any damn thing. But you Jakes, motherfuckers getting tired of talking to you Jakes, man. Y'all simple as hell, man. But I just wanted to bring that out. Matter of fact, let me go get them other ones too, though. Right? Let's go to Acts. Might as well get it. But you saw what that said right there pertaining to the anointed. Right? No matter of fact, let's show it again. Right? Let's show it again. Our people are something else. Anointed, right? And you see what it says for that anointed. When you go into it, you see what it says. And coming all the way back down, you see what it says. To consecrate. Basically, it was talking about the choosing. See? See? That's what it was talking about. Because this is what the anointed actually goes into and means. See, no, the anointed, we're saying there that the anointed mean the chosen. Come on, man. Didn't I just read the text? Well, what was he anointed to do? Did he pick Jesse's other sons? No, he chose David. So that was the anointing, the choosing him. And the anointing him with the oil signified that, yeah, this is him. This is who I'm choosing. Now anoint him. Because the anointing goes into the choosing, being chose. Out of the chosen. This is why Yahweh Shah is referred to as Mashayachya. You can fuck off with that the Christ shit. Because anything that associated with that CHRST and that JESUS, that goes with that false ass image that you've been shown all your life. And any of our people, if you sit back and say, oh no, I just say JESUS, CHRST because that's what I want to say, but then you tell me you ain't got so you got Yahweh Shah's real representation in your head when you saying that JESUS. You're a goddamn liar. So many years that shit have been beating out people's heads and everybody else's head. You a damn liar if you say you got Yahweh Shah's true image in your head all the while saying that old punk ass shit. You're a damn liar. And it shows you that your mind has not fully been changed. If you would have been saying, well, why they got a problem with saying Christian? Well, why you got a problem with saying Mashayachya or Mashayach? Why you got a problem with that? We can ask you the same thing. Why we got a problem with saying Christian? Why we don't like that? Well, we love Mashiach or Mashayachim. Why you hate it? We love Yahweh Shai. Why you love Jesus? We hate that word JESUS, but we love Yahweh Shai. Well, we can ask you motherfuckers the same thing. You people are something else, man. But I'm going to end it off there, giving all honor and praise and glory to you. How about Shem Shabbat Shem Shalom Yashrala.